So, hello everyone. You'll have to bear with me just a few minutes because it can take a little while for everyone to get on board. So, if you bear with me, I'm just going to be checking to make sure everyone is with us. I think we might have some people here. I'm just going to give it a few more minutes because I know we've got quite a few more to come. So apologise now for it being a bit boring for the minute, but it will all start very shortly. We do have some chat down the side, and you can just type into the bottom box and you can just say hello and we can see it all. I better change back to my chat so I can see. But hey, we've got some words already. That's great. It's good to know we're all up and working. One thing I've realised from doing some experimentation with different people's broadbands and different people's laptops, tablets, blah blah, you know, all of them. It can take a little while for some of you to get online. I was at my mum's house and I was literally on there in a minute, but another time I was working from another computer and it took a good few minutes. So there might be a time lapse. I've also been told there's some sort of technical thing goes over the top of my head that the webinar kind of registers your broadband, finds what do they call it, the peak of your bandwidth. Thank you. They find the bandwidth that's suitable. So sometimes that can take a little bit longer for you to get in and sometimes not. So I think we're doing well. And firstly, I wanted to say thank you to everyone for signing up. We've got a good group of you tonight. For those who've never seen the webinars, this is a live. Firstly, I wanted to say thank you. Sorry, we've got a background recording going on there. Yeah, so we do these live broadcasts once a month. This is a little bonus because we had a few hiccups last time. Some people were struggling a little bit with their internet settings. We had a setting that has changed. We've made it simpler for you all. So hopefully it was really easy to log in. I mean, this is very new technology and we're all learning, so we're getting there, and it's really nice to see that so many of you have managed to log in so easily. Phew. So that's really great. I'm really pleased that you're all here. So I think, I mean, are we still filling up?
Yes.
We're still filling up. So
could you remind everybody, if they lose a signal, press the reconnect.
All right, yes. Because I don't have it on my down on the button on mine because I'm actually controlling the broadcast. But down the bottom of your screen, there's a button for reconnecting. So should you break up, when it goes all pixelated or fuzzy and you lose it, if you just press the reconnect button, it should get you back into the room and should get you back onto the system. Like I said, I don't know everyone's broadband, so some are better than others, and it's a trial and error. Also, if you've got like I usually have teenage sons upstairs streaming videos. That's not a good thing because it just puts too much pressure. They're both, well, I say they're both out. What can I say? One's not here at all. He's in halls using somebody else's bandwidth. And he's over the moon because their broadband is so much better than ours. So he won't be coming home anytime soon now. So I'm pleased for him. And the other one is always out. So I'm off topic. So let me just introduce you to DemoPlus. It's a live broadcast once a month. There are paid subscription rates, and that's all available on our website, simplycraft.com, and you can see everything there, and what the different subscriptions we've got: one-off payments, six monthly subscription on a standard basis, and then on a Premier basis, and there's a few extras for the Premier members. So when we finish tonight, before the weekend, you will get a link to this and you'll be able to see it again if you wish. The one thing about the webinars is you can't rewind or fast forward, so you watch the whole thing again, but we can make the video available for anyone who just wants to watch the video on our YouTube channel as well. We have got a lot of links on the top of our simplycraft.com website now. I think we've got to put our YouTube one up there now because we're starting to add some free YouTube videos up there, so that's coming very shortly. Briefly, before I start, I wanted to mention about Demo Day next Saturday. I'd love to see as many of you there as I can, because we're going to have a little chat beforehand. So we're going to start with a half-hour chat at 10 o'clock, just to talk about next year, how we're going to go forward, because however, you know, things are changing for Demo Day. So we'd love to see you there, get any feedback, you know, anything you might like to see changed, anything added. So it would be lovely to see you. We are doing the Demo Day for free, so you can just turn up. The reason we've done that is also we want people, if they just want to come along and have a chat in the beginning, you know, if we start at 10 o'clock. So if you want to just come along for the chat, you know, there's no entry fee. So we're doing that for free. We've got loads and loads of nice stuff coming, and I quickly want to show you some of the new stuff that just came through the door today. So I couldn't wait. So these are some of our American stuff. So
can we do the poll to these?
Oh, I've just been told Anthony set up a poll to make sure that we can see that you can all hear me well, you can all see the screen. But if at any time anything doesn't work, again, do remember that you can just type a little message in. It's nice to see we have got quite a few messages there, so it's working. But Anthony's just going to run the poll, and it literally just means you either say you type in yes, no, you don't type in, you just click yes or no. It's really simple. So he's going to try that now, and he's going to put the poll up, and literally, can you see me? It's really simple. So has that gone up?
Yeah, we're just waiting for a few more. Hopefully everybody's had a chance to look at that.
Right, so because I haven't got it on my screen, so while you're fiddling about with the poll, oh God, here we go. I quickly want to, because you're waiting to see what I've bought, aren't you? Really. So we've got some of the Prima Finnabar rust pastes. Can't wait to have a go at those. So you know I like a rust technique, and these are the Finnabar ones. I'm getting the impression that there's a texture to them as well, but they are so the right colours. So really looking forward to using those. Our next thing is we've got the distress crayons kit. So you've got some distress crayons, watercolor paper, watercolor brush, a mini archival black pad, and some stamps. So if you've never tried distress never tried distress crayons, this might be a really nice introductory kit. I mean, anybody who has been on my classes or done anything, I've used gelatos a lot. These are a little bit firmer than gelatos, but they're quite similar. But you can do some lovely watercolor techniques with them. So I'm really loving these. Anybody who does art journaling will love these, but these have, I've mentioned before about Bible journaling, and it's these are all stencils with a religious, or get the light off of them, all stencils with a religious theme to them. Now, I know how difficult it is to buy religious based items, so I was really pleased with these. They just look gorgeous. So I love that feather as well. The thing is, they're quite big that you could use in an art journal, but there is definitely ways, like, I mean, the word heart, the feather, they could be used for cards, because I know how difficult it is to find religious cards, or if you're selling cards, to make different ones every time, because literally you've got the same sort of set of stamps or whatever. So this really gives you some change, and can give you some really lovely ideas. Anthony is going to start singing that song.
Not on camera.
Yeah, so I love that. And again, even though that the religious text, you've got the butterfly and the sunflowers, really lovely stencils. This one obviously you've got like 5 stencils in one. So I mean, you've got Easter, Christmas, you know, weddings. So that's a really nice one, just for an all-rounder. And then we've got, I can't read it because it's back to front. Is that faith on the top there? Faith, hope, and love. I really, really like that one. Again, you can use them all separately, or you can, you know, use it as a whole. So I'm loving that. Looking forward to using all of these things. Don't know where I'm going to get the time, but we'll worry about that when it happens. Right, sorry for rushing over. And due to requests, I have got the current Christmas graphic 45 papers in, and they are gorgeous as usual. So this one, I mean, it's a very plain, well, it's not plain, one colour, but it's really good for matting and layering. But on the other side, look at those. And what I love as a card maker is how many pieces you can pull apart and use them individually. So as a card maker, that is a really nice one. And we've got a holly wreath, and imagine how many cards you can make from that. I mean, I'm thinking of separating them and using them for tags, you know, or mini cards, you know, because it's really nice to have loads of mini cards as well. Lovely border. Can you see that? And oh, I didn't see that one. Oh, it's dotty. And on the other side, lovely, lovely stamps. And again, mini cards and tags. See how many you could make with that one. And that one has got the black dots to match the red dots. So you could just have one and keep it plain. So what we got on this one, we've got the bigger images. And we've got a couple of borders. I like this one because it's always versatile. You can do loads of things with that one. And then another nice backing paper, really. And that one's a gorgeous holly and Christmas rose, I think so. And then the last one is a gorgeous little diddy holly. I know we sold out. We had a bigger holly about 2 years ago and it sold out really quickly. And this one would match, I think would match it, but it's really good for card making because it's smaller. And can't have Christmas without bells. And again, like I said, I really can see cutting these apart and just using bits of them. And then when you want, say if you wanted it longer, you cut a little bit apart and then you jam them in underneath and you can build a whole kind of foliage kind of thing going on. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think so. But anyway, really lovely papers. So I didn't want to ramble too much. I think I can see some messages going on, and so wonderful to see you all taking part. It's lovely to hear from you, and it's all going so well. Fingers crossed. I want to introduce you to the video. So some of you might have seen that I went to visit Paper Artsy. It was the day after last demo, and a mixed media artist from New York was there, Seth Apter, and he really is becoming well known for his work. He does a lot of layering techniques, but he absolutely loves the Paper Artsy Fresco Finish brand of paints. And I am seeing a lot of artists, and especially art journalists now, using the Fresco Finish paints, because for the same reason I use them and I love them is because they're so easy to write on. Their chalk finish makes it such a lovely surface for stamping, writing, and because you can kill paint, you can kill pens writing on acrylic, and I haven't had any trouble when I've used my Fresco Finish paints. So they're really good. They're really good paints. So he has designed a couple of stamp sets for them as well. I have already done some videos on that. Oh, let me show you. Oops. This is the folder we made on the day, and do you know, like, everybody's look different. Mine looks really grungy graffiti. Not everybody's looked like that, but that's kind of me, I suppose. But you can see, no, I'm going to say it, you can see the layers. I know you'll all be laughing now. You can see the layers, but I am not the only person, because Seth Apter does layers like nobody else does layers. We're talking 10, 15, 20 layers. So you think I'm layers, you've not seen anything yet. So these are some of the ideas. But what I would say is I have done a run through of what this was about on my blog. There's a video. Anthony has quite kindly cut a lovely piece on there with a little, there's a little piece, he's cut me out. I had a photo with him because you got to, really, haven't you? He's cut me out and put it at the front of the video. So I nearly died, but it looks good. It was a bit of a laugh anyway. And so that's on the blog. The video is actually in the blog. You just press play and it shows you it, and it tells you a little bit about what we did. But tonight, because I said I wasn't going to chat for too long, and I probably have chatted way too long, tonight I've got two techniques for you. We've got the, I'd call it like a monoprint. Oh, the colour's changed. I'd call it a monoprint. Really lovely texture. I mean, these are backgrounds, these aren't finished work, you know, so, but it's really lovely for creating something really different. And we've got the splatter, subtractive paint technique. You'll hear in a minute. But it's really lovely. So it's a really lovely paint technique, which I wouldn't have thought of, because I wouldn't have thought it would work, and somehow it does. It's brilliant. So I'm going to ask him to start playing the video any minute now. I want to tell you that it may take a few a minute or so for the video to upload to your system. So you may have a blank space. What happens? You get a blank page with my little icon in it, or you might have it pause. If you let it go, it should start. Any problems, now you all know how to do the typing bit. Just give us a yell, and we can see what's going on. But if you like, computers, they're meant to be brilliant and fast, but as per usual, you do end up waiting some time for these things to happen. So you may have to wait just a few minutes for it to set up. So are we ready? Now he does this to me and he cuts me off, and I'm just talking right in the middle of it. Suddenly I will disappear, but bear with me. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you're all back with me again, because like I said, there's can be some slight time delay there. So that's the video. Hope you enjoyed that. I just wanted to go over a few things. Some of the paints that I used there was, I think it was Midnight and what was the other colour? Midnight and, oh, Mahogany, how can I forget? They're available in a mixed set. They're a limited edition. Now, as a rule, Paper Artsy don't always then put them on their list of single paints. So it may be one that we may never see again, or if they're really popular, they will make a comeback. So these are limited edition. They'll be available on Saturday at the demo. Please don't ask me how much they are at the moment. I've forgotten completely. But you know that the Paper Artsy paints are $3.95 each. We've just had a new load in, and I've uploaded all the colours that we now have onto the website. So they're all available now on simplycraft.com. Don't forget, if you come to demos, you can opt for free P&P pickup at demo day, and just have a look. I think Anthony's going to put a offer, or well, what's the word? Link. Thank you. He's going to put the link up for you, so you can just click and go straight in. But yeah, I've put all the colours up there now. There's quite a lot of them. Not all the colours, because literally I think there's now 96 in their range. It's way too much. Just say it, you know, they're lovely paints to use. If you start using them, especially if you do art journaling and any mixed media, you'll certainly love them. And we will be pulling to a close now. I just want to thank you all for sticking with us, and yay, we did it. For those of you that are regular DemoPlus, we'll see you next time. And don't forget, you can always tell me if there's something you want me to do a video on. You know, at the moment, I'm basing it on, you know, new stuff that we've got coming, plus half of the stuff from last demo. So if there's anything like last time I made a card with autumn leaves, but I missed the chance to tell you all about how it was put together. So it was a really nice way to be able to show you all what we did. So if there is any in particular that you'd love to see, just drop me an email or have a chat with me next Saturday, and hopefully we will see you again. So thank you very much. I'm just going to see if we're ready to close up, and then I will say goodbye. Are we done? Thank you very much, and so lovely to hear from you all, and I hope to see you again soon.